Welcome back to episode 7, I think 7, maybe 8, not quite sure, anyway, of the Conger hunt. And we're back at Mostyn, as you can probably tell. Caked in shit, caked in mud as usual for this venue, and early start again. So left the house 3:30 this morning, got here 4:15, high tide had just gone. Always like to get down here, quite handy. It's far too early really, to be honest, but I always like to get to this venue just because of the rocks and the scramble and stuff like that you've got to do just to get set up, get settled, etc. So we're here, rods are put together, just getting some rigs, baits together, and we're fishing it right down to low water, which is 20 past 10 in the morning. Probably fishing an hour back depending on how the fishing goes. And yeah, Conger's the target. So we're gonna try and get an early thornback ray out, I think, first, because the tide's really still quite high at the moment. Waiting for that tide to drop as usual, and you know it's a really small tide today as well, so it's absolutely ideal, perfect for here. We've got flat, calm conditions. It's a really calm evening as well, so I'm feeling really optimistic about this session. Last session I was here, there is a video up on the channel of that. I did manage to get a decent one at £9, not quite a double figure fish, but still a decent fish. So hopefully I can get that double. Still chasing that 20 pounder, and I'm certainly on a mission at the moment. So I hope you're enjoying the Conger hunt series. It will continue. I'm on the mission, as I say, and just got to be putting myself in those right places, those right areas, and fishing those tough conditions where they live and hang out. So yeah, feeling quite optimistic about tonight's session, this morning's session, sorry. And just about to get the first bait out now, which is going to go on a dongle, as I say, try and pick up a thornback ray, I think, on the first cast. And as I say, once that tide really starts to drop off, that is then when we're going to start focusing on targeting the conger eels, getting into that deeper water, close in. And yeah, so let's get this first bait out and we'll bring you back. Okay, first cast about to go out now. So like I said, keeping it simple, pulley rig on a dongle, 6/0 circle, piece of squid, 7-ounce lead. Hopefully pick up an early thornback ray as the tide's just starting to drop, and then we'll switch over and then really focus on targeting the conger eels as we can get closer into those deeper waters and into the snags. Using the Akayos Creed, absolutely fantastic rod. Loving this rod at the moment. Been using this now for around about 2 months. Absolute powerhouse. Certainly for the type of fishing that I've been recently doing in regards to targeting the conger eels, etc. Plenty of power. It's definitely up to the job. So first one's going up now. Hopefully we can get a good start with an early thornback ray. 8th of November, temperature is definitely starting to drop now. It's obviously feeling quite warm after the little walk around the bay. Yeah, just sitting here now. There is a little bit of a chill in the air, a little slight breeze, which is just giving it that edge. But yeah, it's still not too bad. So first cast, as I say, has gone out now. So just gonna get another rig ready. Again, I'm gonna fish on a pulley dropper on this one. Same 6/0 circle on a dongle. I'm going to try a piece of bluey on this one as well. So when I am sort of fishing on these sort of bigger baits, targeting the bigger fish, I like to use a stronger elastic. And what I've been using recently in the last couple of weeks is the blue heavy bait elastic by Innova. Absolutely quality. You can get the medium, which is in green, which is fantastic for your smaller, more delicate baits. You've got a lighter sort of line as well if you want to go even more delicate. But this stuff here for your bigger, larger baits, absolutely brilliant. And I think this is a 500 meter roll as well, so you know, plenty of it. You know, you can be quite generous with your elastic. So yeah, if you haven't checked that out, go and check it out. And like I say, just keeping it really simple. Keeping it simple for the thornbacks. So we've got a pulley rig out on one, and a pulley dropper will be going out on this one as well. So squid for the first bait, bluey for this one, and we're going to see if we can produce. So the good thing about this cotton as well is, as I say, it's extremely strong, elasticated, and the little obviously tub that it comes in as well, you've got like a little groove, a little gap. So there we go. So there's the bait done, nice and easy, simple. I'm not sure if you can quite make it out on the thing, but there's like a little groove in the center there. So as I say, you can just pull it freely, and then when you're done, you can wind it back in and put it back in and twist it. You can lock it off if you want. There we go, lock it off, so it, you know, it doesn't pull. Absolutely brilliant. Get on it if you haven't already tried it. It's absolutely brilliant for your bigger baits. So let's see if we can get some fish. Yep, we got our first fish on here. Some weight there. Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely some weight there. Fucking hell. Oh, it's come off, you bastard. Just lost it into the snag. Oh well. Felt like a really good fish. There was some weight to that. It was just, yeah, I think that was a really, really good thornback ray. Never mind, let's get it back out. Okay, there's definitely something there. It's just whether it's hooked or not. Let's see anyway. Yeah, there's some weight there again. I think what I'm going to have to do is just try and get the fish right to the top, because there's a lot of snags down there. Yep, dead weight again. Oh, fuck. What have we got? Yeah, thornback ray. There we go. Oh. Let's see if we can. How big is it? Get off onto the rock. There you go. A little small male, but it's the first one. Oh, there we go. Whew, happy days. And the tactic paid off. I did say I wanted the thornback ray first early on, and there we go. A little male, perfectly hooked in the lip on the dongle, on a piece of bluey. Little feisty male. Let's get it unhooked, quick picture, get it back, fish it on the feed. I said 2 minutes after getting that thornback ray, straight back out, and ratchet's going already. So I think the rays are well and truly on the feed, which I'm not complaining about. And also as well, the tide's dropping off nicely now as well. So I think once I get this fish in, if there's a fish there, we'll start getting a bait out for a conger. Let's see what's happening with this. Yeah, some fish there, some weight. Can really feel them at the edge here. Just trying to dive for them snags. My guess is another thornback ray. Kiting to the left now. Yep, there we go. Another male. Right, let's scramble down. Let's see if we can just lift them up onto the rocks. There we go. Lovely stuff. So there we go. That's number 2. Bluey again, perfect in the lift once again on the dongle. I think it's just giving the time, giving the fish time to actually take the hook really. I think that first fish was literally just holding on to the bait, but them last 2 have just been absolutely nailed perfectly in the lip. So another male, just dead weight coming in, and then as soon as they get to the edge, they really try and dive and find them snags. And for those that say that rays don't fight, you catch these things in deep water, I'm telling you now, when they get to the edge and they really want to go, they can go. Fantastic sport. Fish number 2, let's get it back. Ray number 3, female this time. Once again on Bluey, dongle right in the lip. Bit of a better stamp this time, this one. So curious, I weighed this one and it was 5 pounds, 12 ounces. So a little bit bigger than the others. Didn't bother weighing the others, but this one felt a little bit bigger. So 5.12. Not a bad sized fish. Creed absolutely handling these fish with ease. Although there's a lot of weight, and as soon as you get to the edge, they just take off. They really dive, and then absolutely brilliant fight. Fantastic fun. Made up with the start of the session. Let's hope it continues and the conger baits are going out. Right, so the first conger bait's about to go out now. I've got a couple of mackerel fillets, so cut the mackerel fillet in half, sandwiched them together, made a sausage. I have got some whole joeys as well, so I will be using them, but I thought use the mackerel fillets up first. We're just about to lose the light as well. The darkness. It's now starting to get a little bit lighter. We've got the docks at work now over there. So yeah, make fishing a little bit more comfortable as that light starts to come up. I've just moved slightly further to the edge now, just make it a little bit easier if I do get a good fish to land. There's a couple of flat rocks near the edge there as well, which are quite stable for me to play the fish on if needs be. But yeah, good start so far. So 4 casts, lost one on the first cast, and then 3 thornback rays back to back, all on Bluey. But the conger bait's going out now. This is going to go as usual over the edge, and there we go. So talk you through the rig. It's what I always use. Running ledger, £150, 7-ounce lead. £150 down to the business end. 8.0 tamer, brilliant hook, solid, sharp, strong as anything. That's what I've been getting all my congers on, nice and proud. So hope we can get one now. So the boats are just leaving the dock now. 2 of them moved off a little bit earlier on, that's the 3rd now. 4th one will be leaving soon, I'm guessing. But very strangely, once these boats started to kick in and there was clanging about and stuff like that from obviously the people working on the boats, it's gone very, very quiet. So hopefully once these boats shift off and it quietens down, hopefully the fish will come back on the feed again. Right, so just as I was saying, it's gone quiet due to all the noise from the boats. The rod arch is over, a little bit of line off the ratchet, off the reel, and another thornback ray on the bank. Another female fish. That one came out on mackerel. So that's 4 rays, 3 on bluey, 1 on mackerel, 1 lost on squid. So thorns all the way down there. Yeah, crack and fight again. Absolutely love fishing for these things. Absolutely brilliant. So conger rod's now out down the edge. It's been out for about 15 minutes now, nothing doing on that, but I'm happy catching these. So let's get a quick picture again and get it back, see if we can get another one. So the weather's took a little bit of a turn for the worst here. It's now actually quite windy. It's blowing down river and it's bloody freezing. The temperature has definitely dropped within the last half an hour. About 8 o'clock now in the morning, so we've got about another 2 hours 20 minutes to low water. So but that wind that's just picked up now, it is very cold and very bitter. So yeah, still on the four thornback rays, still getting some indications, but yeah, that conger bait, the last conger bait, that came back completely stripped. So put it back out, probably just going to keep changing them baits about every 20 minutes or so just to see what sort of state they're in. But I'm bloody freezing. It was alright before, it was quite warm, and then all of a sudden that wind's come and it's very, very bitter. So yeah, I'm going to try and warm my hands up if I can. Right, so like I said, conditions really have took a turn for the worst. Snood's out. Trying to keep as warm as I possibly can. It's gloomy, it's windy, it's bitter, it's cold. The only positive thing right now is it's not raining. So I haven't had a fish now since that 4th one. It's gone very quiet. And then on that last cast, which also isn't a good sign, a load of weed. So the enthusiasm is dropping, but we're going to crack on. And as we're speaking, actually, the rod tip is going, so there's still signs of life there. But yeah, it's the wind is actually with tide, so what's happening is I'm casting out, the tide's obviously pulling left and the wind's actually coming down the river as well, the same direction, and it's pulling quite hard actually. So I do prefer the conditions to be a lot calmer when I'm fishing for conger eels, so I think the chances are very slim today getting a conger eel out, especially now with the conditions. They were absolutely perfect when I first got here this morning. So, but I'm still going to keep a bait out anyway, just in case. But I think it's just going to be a session on the rays, unfortunately. But I'm not complaining. Hopefully the fish can come back on the feed so I can keep active and keep warm. Rays are still here on the feed. Another one out with the female fish. So at least these are keeping me busy anyway, if anything. They're definitely on the feed. They've went quiet for about an hour, but this one's just took a, what did this one say? I think it was Bluey again. So again, Bluey doing the business. Bluey's a fantastic bait for rays. If you want to catch thornback rays, I would definitely suggest using Bluey. So there we go. That is ray number 5 for me now. Keep me busy. Let's get this one back. There we are, ray number 5. Let's get this one back. To fight another day. So it seems like today it's going to be a bit of a ray fest. A bit like the session I had at Vale Park, really, where the baits are in the water literally for minutes, and then all of a sudden the fish are on the bait. But this rod's been going for a while. It's been baiting up. It's a bit lighter actually, this one. I think I may have missed it, maybe. Oh, I don't know. There's something there, I think. What have we got? What is it? Is that a whiting? There we go. A whiting. Oh, not a bad size one as well. So, bit of a change up. On a dongle. Look at that, perfectly hooked in the lip on the dongle. On a piece of Bluey. A little whiting, not a bad one actually as well. So he's going there. He's going back. He's not going to be used as bait. The colours on whiting are beautiful, like the purples and the iridescence and the shine. But yeah. Something a little bit different, eh? So the rays at the moment is just like fishing for dogfish. They're just coming in thick and fast. There must be a ton of them out there. So this is, I think, number 6 now. I'm actually starting to lose count how many I've had, but yeah, they're just really starting to come in thick and fast. Another female. So the females, 2 males. I think 4 females now, I think that is. But they've all been pretty much about the same sort of stamp. And say, did weigh one a little bit earlier on, £5 or so. That was probably the biggest, to be honest. I'd probably say £4 or £5 maybe is about the average. But yeah, cracking session on the rays here at Mostyn Dock. Still no sign of the beast conger eel that I'm after. But yeah, let's just crack on with these, I think. Yeah, so as soon as I'm putting the bait out now, just getting straight on it. It's a bit like speed fishing at the moment, to be honest. It's becoming a bit hectic. So this one here, bait was straight on it, and it's kind of pulled me around into this bay a little bit. I'll have to like scramble down here. You should be careful down the bottom here because it's very muddy and very slippy. But yeah, there's not a fish on this. But yeah, they're having a feast today, these rays. Creed, not a problem. Handling the fish with ease. Fish is here now, just at the edge. There we go, another thornback ray. Let's get down and grab it. There we go. Honestly, it's becoming quite hectic, to say the least. If you can just pop the hook out on this one. Saves me bringing them back up to the top. There we go, number 7. Let's get it back, another female. Fucking hell. We're approaching low water now, it's 10 o'clock. About 20 minutes now to low water, 22 minutes past 10 is low water today. Half an hour ago, packed down the conger rod. Nothing doing whatsoever on that. Just nothing, bait's coming back stripped. I was very hopeful at the beginning of the session that we were going to get something out because the conditions were just absolutely perfect, but as you've seen in the video, the conditions did take a turn for the worst. Unfortunately, it became very windy, very cold. So luckily that didn't affect the thornbacks. So I've had 7 now and a whiting. So it's been a busy session on the old thornbacks. Cracking fun, good sport. Give a cracking fight as well, especially on them dongles, and every single one of them fish has been hooked perfectly in the lip. So it just goes to show the dongle, for those who don't believe in it, I was probably one of them back in the day, does the business. And also as well for fish care, unhooking the fish and all that sort of stuff, it's an absolute winner for me. So I'm probably going to have about 3 more casts, I think, and then call it a day. So we'll see if we get anything in these last couple of casts. That's it now. That's the session over. So the last hour or so went completely dead. That period over low water. Yeah, really busy session on the rays. Really enjoyed that, to be honest. Wasn't expecting to get so many due to the last session I had where I only had 1. But they seem to have been there in numbers today. Yeah, but as soon as that weather turned, I just knew that the congers weren't going to be around today. They weren't going to be on the feed, so never mind. The hunt continues, but I'm happy with that session. So hope you enjoy the video, and we'll see you again.